The ascent was slow. My leg ached, but I felt a desperate need to escape. Me too! The thought of that videotape still gave me chills. Who was it that didn't want to be seen? Was it the same person that hid all those newspaper clippings away in that locked room? As I reached the top of the ladder, part of me hoped I would never know. I pushed aside my thoughts as I struggled with the latch above me. And as I swung up the cover to make my escape, I caught the scent of fresh pine trees. Now, call me crazy, but I just don't think that forests are that scary. Thank heavens. There's perfectly reasonable things that could be making all sorts of crazy noises. And eyes and stuff. The lid had fallen on the entrance there and was stuck shut. Doop-de-doop-doop-doop-doo. Dana, I'm walking through a crazy, creepy door. An old ladder leading up to the ancient water tower. The ladder needed to be extended so I could climb it. Did I extend the ladder? Sure. I popped the latch and brought the ladder down. But how? How are you that tall? Oh, it's my friends the bats. Let's go up. What? 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 What is wrong with this water tower? What? It's like something has exploded out of it. Dude, that's messed. In a patch of smeared dirt and grass, there was a beat-up old wallet. I thought it was mine. Did I take it? No. I wasn't sure I wanted to carry around something so incriminating. From the railing, I could see over the woods and down to the entrance to the sewers. Had I come through there before? If I did, someone definitely could have seen me. That's a uniquely paranoid thought. It was getting cool up there, and I shivered with an uneasy sense of what was to come. How did I get home from here? It's a very good question. Oh god, how do I get out of this? Something so incriminating. Yeah, someone fucked up this water tower. Weird shit be happening, man. Oh. I tried the little key I had fished out of the murky puddle in the sewers. It fit, and I heaved open the rusty door. The wind was picking up a bit. The night air had become strangely chilly. Where am I? Oh. 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 I don't like this. Oh. No. The old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound was that of the increasing wind buffeting the decrepit structure. Yeah, buddy. About that. This is an old-ass train station. It's kind of ridiculous. An old ticket booth that looked fairly ruined. Inside the ticket window were sheets of paper and... Wait, what were these? Train receipts? I thought the receipt I had picked up might match these, but of course not. The station had been closed for years. The ticket must have been for the newer station that opened up on the other side of town, after this one was abandoned. However, I noticed a series of fresher-looking paper, covered in tiny notes, scribbles, and diagrams. It looked like someone had been leafing through the old ledgers, looking for something. A name, perhaps? That's not weird at all. Y'all are crazy. Why would you have a train station in the middle of the forest? That literally makes no sense. An old map encased in glass hung on the wall. It was the train routes connected to that old station. As I looked at it, it seemed familiar. Of course! The map I found in those tunnels had similar locations marked. And the notes I found on the other man's bookshelf? His notes mentioned the water tower and even this train yard. What was he doing coming back here? What are you doing coming back here? Yeah. And the torn opening of that ruined train were heaps of dirt and stale water. At the bottom, I thought I saw a scrap of cloth. As I looked closer, I could see that it was definitely some kind of nylon. Maybe a windbreaker or some other outdoor clothing? There was too much of a mess on the ground to see any kind of footprints, but someone, or something, had definitely trod a regular path. That's not weird at all. The wind was biting through my thin clothes, and I wasn't sure what else to make of the place. Yeah, honestly, I've never really understood the inclusion of this place in the story. Maybe I'm kind of stupid or something, but I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's not scary. I mean, not to me at least. Maybe it's scary to other people. Okay, moving on. Let's see. As a side note, everyone's always ripping their nylons or their anoraks or whatever. Like, dude, do you know how much walking on, like, your anoraks would have to be in terrible shape for you to rip it? Ugh, it doesn't make any sense. Anoraks are hardy. This must have been at the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on that map I'd seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Are you incapable of reading? Here, the sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. Sure, whatever. It sounds like someone's got a percolator in the background. I've got to say, the sound engineering for this forest is not super scary. It just sounds like someone's got the coffee burner on with some crickets around. Through the fence, I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wondered if I could find my way around. Why would you want to? Ugh. Okay. I'm just trying to remember. It's easy to get lost in these woods. I think it's on purpose, because everything looks the same. Okay, yeah. There was a fire pit there. It was still a bit warm, and a few embers still burned at the bottom. Was someone else out in these woods? Why did they abandon their campsite? 2 folding camping chairs were on the ground. One was knocked over. There were a couple of cans of beer spilled on the ground. Whoever was here left this place in a hurry. But why? In the cheap dome tent slept 2 people. I shone my flashlight inside and could see some bedrolls, 2 backpacks, and a cooler. I felt like if I kept rooting through the campsite, someone would walk in on me. Yeah, you thought that. Oh, I think the sound just went out. Yeah, it looked like something cut out really quickly. But anyway, so we came through here. We can't go there. That's probably where the outhouse goes. I want to find out what goes here first. Because I bet that's where we'll find our borders. Oh, that's the outhouse. Oh. Now, I don't really ever understand this part, because this is super ominous. But go inside. Maybe it's just the way I've played it before, but it's really not actually that. No, don't look. So the grimy sink had a small patch in it that looked almost clean. There wasn't much in the way of clean water there, but the sink did work. A musty wooden plank propped up the stall door. It didn't really seem useful. Did I bother to take it? Yeah. I wasn't sure why, but I took the plank. I don't understand why you're all like, oh, no, don't look. Is it like, don't look up? Because there's a lot of looking up happening. Anyway. I'm trying to remember which one is which now. Okay, so that's the far right one. Let's go look and see what we can find over on this second one. A rock? Huh. The sign was the same as the first one I had seen. This must have been the exit to the other side of the woods. I had finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there. Oh, good, okay. Because I don't want to leave yet. I need to learn more things about this place. Okay, so that's the one I just came through. Let's go through here and see what we can't figure out. So we're on the far left. There were some personal effects shoved back into the rock. Wait, there was a notebook here too. Did I read it? Heck yeah. Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was page after worn page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The newest page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Those are the same names that were on that other list, because I could make out Daphne and I think Cheryl or something. Rachel! Her name was last on the list and had a mark beside it in blue ink. Names Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, and Rose had also been crossed out, but those marks looked older and more faded. Yeah, you're a serial killer. Brah, you fucked up. Okay, that's the campsite. So if we go through here, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, that's where his crazy little anticlimactic no is. Let's go back here. Let's go through here. Yeah. The worn picnic table stood within a circle of trees, like an altar. It was covered in faint markings and carvings from who I assumed were previous campers and hikers. Because when you're walking in the middle of a crazy forest, you should definitely assume that tables are altars. What? I read some of the names and notes on the table's surface. Rytron, Kuamar, Uncle Phil, Henry, Daniel, David, Jenny. Seems like the table had seen a lot of use over the years. I wish I could figure out if there was like some code happening here or something. I'm sure there is. Anyway. Bloop-a-doop-a-doop. The plank I found was long enough to form a crude bridge, but I wasn't sure if it would hold. Did I use it? Yep. 'Cause you want to drown. Someone just started playing a Bad 80s CD. Two bodies, two young women, were half dug into a hasty, shallow grave between the trees. The younger-looking one was still face up, her dead eyes gleaming against my flashlight. They deserved better than that. Did I clean up the gravesite? No. The thought of touching those poor girls almost made me sick. I left everything right where it was. The police could sort it out. Well, I was thinking more of you'll never be able to find them if you give them a good burial, but whatever. No. I wasn't ready to head back yet. Is there something else for me to do here? Aside from bury the girls? I don't want to bury the girls. Nobody will find them. I have no idea where I'm going right now. Oh yeah, there's your crazy nightmare bathroom. Which I think is more like a face washing bathroom.